So that's kind of let me put it this way. There have been attempts to apply economic reasoning to unconventional areas, things like, choosing a mate or other areas, or the economics of crime. In some of those areas, I just think it's kind of goofy, or it gives me the creeps, even in some places.
Like in Freakonomics, where it talks about it's good that we had abortions because low income people tend to cause more crimes. Therefore, we saw a decrease in crime because of more abortions. But
I mean, so yes, that gives me the creeps. And also, I think it was what's his name, John Lott. I think came up with some statistic. It might have been somebody else. Maybe John Lott just cited it. I think actually. What's that guy's name? Is it Levitt? I think his numbers don't hold up. Like, his story doesn't work, because if you look at like the demographics of, okay, the age of when the crime rate should have started dropping in terms of what segment of the population, it doesn't fit the story about Roe v. Wade and everything. But so yes, I agree with you. That gives me the creeps too, and that's an economist trying to do something outside the norm. But that's not even what I mean. I mean stuff like, to say, there's the marriage market, and as the supply of, income earning females rises, that means such and such. And therefore, that kind of stuff, sometimes it gives me the creeps. And,
like holding off on gold value, like, hold on to your gold or your singleness now, because women prices will be more valuable in the future.
Right. Yeah. That kind of talk. And I get there, and I'm stumbling here. I'm trying to come up with, but I mean, you could apply it. You could say, the supply of, friends entering the playground has gone up. And so therefore, the price of being a friend has gone down, or, that kind of stuff. And so maybe we would expect kids to, not, to be meaner to each other, or whatever. I'm making stuff up here, but I'm saying certain things, and I don't just, and I want to be clear, I don't just mean, it makes me queasy. And so I find it, I'm saying like the standard, like, supply and demand analysis. Because what it does is it's saying other things equal, okay, and so it's
right.
Like, for example, you could say, if you want your wife to be nicer to you, you should just increase the amount you pay her, so that when you come home at night, if you really, you start giving her $20 every time she says hello, dear. And technically, that there's nothing wrong with that, but it's, it says other things equal, and so maybe one of the other things that's not equal now is that it's weird if you're trying to give your money to your wife to say hello to you. You know what I'm saying? So right. It's not that it's wrong, but that analysis in some situations, in some settings, I think is totally beside the point, and it's counterproductive. So that's, to your original question. Yeah. I think there are things that just our nature as beings who have reason in subjective goals. So we're individuals, which is what that would come from. Maybe it wouldn't work to try to use economics to explain a beehive if, the individuals don't have different goals, really. They just all work together to do whatever's in the interest of, the hive or something. Given that people are unique individuals with possibly different goals or motivations, and they have reason, then yeah, I think you can spin out the basic structure of the science of economics. But yeah, if it's before the fall, there might not be much point in doing so. It might not be that useful for anything.
So that might be something a economic theology person would write their dissertation on.
Yeah.
There you go. We're helping people out already, I'm telling you.